So I'm here in the old city of Jerusalem at St. Mark's Syrian Orthodox Church. So a couple amazing things about this site, which is right on the border between the Armenian Quarter and the Jewish Quarter. First of all, the liturgy here is in the Aramaic language, which is the language that was spoken by Jesus. And also, they say that this is where the real upper room, the original upper room, was right here. So I went to check out the upper room, what they say is the upper room, the church from the first century. And they've restored it, and it's just recently been opened, actually in 2023.
Okay, now let's go to the first church in Christianity. We go down where Jesus celebrated the Last Supper. Okay? So this is the house of Saint Mark. If you see this house, now it was the house of Miriam, the mother of John Mark. The Marcos is the evangelist. He wrote one of the gospel. If you see the first four layers, this is the time, it dates to the time of the second temple, which is 1 BC.
Right.
And the two other lines are Byzantine, and the third is 12th century.
Is what?
12th century.
12th century, okay.
So, we are here, we as Syriac-Aramaic, we were called Aramaic, but we were pagans. And we adopted Christianity when one of our king, Abijah V, he sent delegates to bring Jesus to heal him. He was sick, and then one of the disciples of the apostles, Saint Adasius, went there and he healed him. So he declared Christianity in the same time when Jesus was alive. And then we changed from Aramaic to Syriac because the Aramaics, they were pagans. So we are the descendants of Abraham. Abraham was Aramaic from Ur and came here, stationed in Hebron now. This is where we celebrate Mass. And every morning at 8 we have Vespers, as well as at 4 p.m. every day.
So the church here, you still pray in Aramaic?
Yes, yes.
And that's the language of Jesus?
Yes.
That's...
And Abraham, he was Aramaic. So God, he chose Abraham, and he told them, from your descendants, I will make them like sons of, So which means this is an important church. This is the first church in Christianity where Jesus celebrated the first Mass. So when he ended the Last Supper, he said, this is my body and this is my blood. Here it took place.
Now,
but this is the Cenacle. On which basis we confirm?
Yeah, which?
We have the inscription which date to the 5th century, which says this is the house of Miriam, mother of John Mark, proclaimed a church by the holy apostles under the name of Virgin Mary, Mother of God, destroyed in the year 70 and rebuilt in 73. So the Titus destroyed all Jerusalem, it was rebuilt. So as I showed you, we have these stones, they witnessed all the holy events took place. 14 holy events took place. And we installed this also last year, the Holy Spirit, because 10 days after the ascension of Jesus, the Holy Spirit came on them.
What we're going to go look at right now is their 12th century chapel. There's a restoration team here from Mexico that's working on refurbishing the church and bringing it back to its former glory. So let's go inside and take a look. This is wood, right?
Yeah, it will be all cleaned and they will put gold.
This is the monastery of San Mark, and we are a group of 6 restorers from Mexico, and we are restoring the altarpiece and all the elements of this church. in some point of the history, the community covered all the altarpiece with gold spray, and they cover the original colors, the original gold and the original silver. This is an altarpiece of the 17th century, and is unique kind of designed in the Middle East. So it's a Baroque style. And the last year we have to suspend the work because of the war. So we have to come back to Mexico, and now we come back to finish the work. We finished already with the cleaning part, and now we are putting some elements to our lost tint, and we are complete the colors and complete the part where the gold is missed. For example, in this case, in this column, the gold was full missed because the people touch all the time the reliquary and the elements, and it's very delicate, the gold. So
I'm going to ask a couple dumb questions.
Yes.
Like, for instance, it's real gold.
It's real gold. It's 24 characters.
Kind of architecture is this? Like,
It's Baroque.
oh,
It's
okay.
Baroque, yes.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it's a mix between Baroque and elements of Arabesque, like the arc. This kind of arc is very Arabesque, so it's a mix between these two styles.
Well, that makes sense because
Yes.
we're in the Middle East, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
that they incorporated the local styles here.
Yes,
Yeah. Can you show me the difference between what has not yet been done, and so we can see what, like, from what it looks like to what it will look like?
tray.
Okay.
This is the color of the tray. You can see it's like a very dusty color. It's not a real color. It's acrylic painting. And we clean this, and we find this one. This is the original gold.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a really good state of conservation, but it's damaged because it's a 17th century, so it's an old gold. So we have to respect this. And this is, for example, the reposition of the gold. When the gold is lost, for example, here, we have to put this kind of painting to prepare the wood to put the gold. So this is the original one, the 17th century gold, and this is the part when we're gonna put a real gold, a new gold, and this is the new gold. So you can see the three different steps. This one, the old one, this is part of the before to put the gold and the new gold.
Nice. So we have original and then before and after.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So this church is going to be very bright.
Yes, I hope.
it's
Yes.
done.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the beginning, like Carlos said, it was covered all in paint, in aerosol spray. So it had to be cleansed, and there were many colors still remaining. So the following process came to put increase the union of the different elements composing this piece, and after you put paste in the areas where it's missing already because of the time it's got, and then we try to reintegrate the colors. With that, we made some repositions also.
Okay.
The pieces that were missing. And right now, finishing this to resume also later with the gold and reintegration of the rest of the areas. We found so many subtleties that are so different from what we know. Like, normally in the altars that we have in Mexico, you have it all golden. Like, pretty much it's all golden, and you have polychrome sculptures or such. but you don't find so much like this variety in the colors, and it is quite interesting how they mix all this kind of stylish, you know.